Hello everyone, I'm Kuningas. I'll be playing the messenger for you. This game is definitely not Ninja Gaiden, but since I can't do two things at once, I'm getting some assistance from my friend Calvary. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing well. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. Thank you for attending this awesome event. I am also very excited to commentate for a good friend and personal mentor who got me into speedrunning with this game. Kuni held multiple world records in this game's origin story, so I'm very excited to see a strong showing here for the Bamboo Crew.
Thank you very much, man. But I'm basically ready to go. That if you can give me a countdown of 5, like, we can start.
All right, let's get right into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, have fun. So opening up here into the ninja village, we play a young ninja named Ninja who is a little tired of going to history class, but figures, what the heck, it's routine, it's training, he's going to show up. Hangs out in his treehouse all day, and he ran out of Doritos, so he's got to go get some more. Smashing some enemies on the way. You'll see those lines under Ninja's feet. That's actually the cloud step, which is the core movement mechanic of this game. Striking an object midair allows Ninja the ability to refresh his jump, which creates many awesome aerial acrobatic feats, like going over the HUD here. A very awesome nod to old-style video games. And then, as prophesized, every 500 years, the demon army is going to show up to terrorize humanity. And sure enough, it wasn't a load of crap. Ninja is going to have to face off with the demon king here. Wait for it. Incoming hero from the west, as prophesized. This guy is looking awesome. We hope to be that cool one day. Jumping off of a phoenix and taking out minor enemies with his arrows. We are not going to see a lucky instance of the currency in this game, but know that any enemy killed, including those two in the opening, have a 40% chance to drop a time shard. Now handing us the scroll, we are tasked with the awesome quest of holding right and climbing a tall mountain. Don't worry, most of the Ninja Clan is okay. They get up after the initial shock. Now moving into the Autumn Hills. This is the first real movement level of the game. This is where we have very basic tech, but do not let that fool you. This is one of the most difficult stages in the game. Kuni here going for the turtle boost tech. That is when you slap an enemy with a resistance in this game, it slows you down, but if you spin your sword around and slash the opposite direction first, and then reverse that slash, you can end up getting a boost. Helps you move through. It's very difficult, as if you do end up getting clipped at all by the enemy in transit, you will get a small knockback. Now the requisite 34 time shards to get 6 from this jump, and collect the first upgrade here. Shopkeeper, our mystical shopkeeping character, is going to be giving us a free upgrade, the climbing claws, because it would suck if the hero was stuck in a hole, as well as our first upgrade, Strike of the Ninja, which allows us to strike enemy projectiles. Huge, both for self-defense and acrobatic purposes. Very clean back boost on the Kappa, getting through the fireballs now with ease with our new upgrade. We are moving into the spike pit room. We're going to have to think right thoughts as Kuningas is approaching a spike pit, which we are going to fling ourselves like just fearlessly into. Of course, getting a left boost, we're going to have to play it safe instead. Ordinarily, you're hoping to get hit to the right there. That has to do with which half of the spike tile you hit. Each spike being one half of a tile. Very clean jumping. Rounding that corner is very essential, as there is no horizontal acceleration in this game for the most part, outside of things like rope dart, turtle boost, etc. But falling into the water, you want to save as much time as you can, because walking off a ledge is going to cost 0.3 seconds getting into your full downward momentum. Now you will notice that the audio has muffled here as Ninja goes into the water, which is a very nice touch from your friend Rainbow Dragon Eyes, the audio tech and composer for the messenger. coming up on one major tech, the spike tower. Unfortunately, getting just barely clipped by that spike and knocked to the left. Okay, it's going to cost a few extra seconds, but we're looking pretty on time shards and cruising on the way. Out of very nice back boost up on the Fireflies, just making that look extremely clean. Using a property of this jumping in this game where if Ninja is a rolly boy, he is a one tile tall rolling ball in the air and has a platform under him, he could slash to kick out his feet and instantly land, which has useful capabilities such as grounding your aerial speed or jumping again instantly. Really clean stump jump with the help of that Kappa. That is an essential back boost to make that jump, and very clean over the pendulum swing. Now going into the Cave of Autumn Hills, things can get a little bit tricky as we're hoping not to get clipped in a weird way by these weird worms with fake wooden teeth, the Screwboo. Very creative enemy naming conventions in this game. And cruising right along, we have plenty of time shards. The goal for this category with this route is 130 time shards. Having 12 extra, 15 now, it's not going to hurt anybody. At the shop, we need to pick up the Shuriken upgrade, which is going to give us 3 Shuriken we can throw with our key, inflicting 1 damage each, as well as the second wind boost. That allows us to press jump when getting hurt to immediately cancel out that knockback and recover mid-air. Rather than getting hit by something while skywalking and falling into a pit and dying, you now have a small chance at recovery. And using it immediately in this boss, one could attempt to get to the right side of it for a very fast, very scary kill, but keeping it very clean and tournament friendly here, getting an excellent 1 cycle on the Leaf Golem here. For this tech, if you want to try it at home, all you got to do is run forward, attacking the Golem, duck under his leaves, throw 3 Shuriken, and keep slapping him. Kuninga's taking a courtesy pit stop to turn up that awesome game audio. You have to appreciate that as we are moving into the Forlorn Temple. Don't blink. Alright, there it goes. That was the Forlorn Temple. More on that later in another category. Now we're in the Catacombs because every game needs an awesome generic Castlevania level. We say hello to our Phobkin buddy Necro. He is afraid of the dead, so we found him in a bit of panic here, but stamped him out of it, got him back on his feet. And we are just deftly moving and schmoving and eating a little bit of spikes there. As spike pits are really just a ball pit for Ninja. Spikes deal 3 damage and not going to slow us down for very long. Saying hi to Ruxton. This is our future level boss here. Going to throw some minor baddies at us. Very quickly dispatched. Nice work with the platforms. That's some more of that nice audio muffling sound as we go through the bone soup. There's some small contention in the community. Does one go for a damage boost to get through the pendulum or a duck? For the latter, they're followers of Ducker Z. Unfortunately, no Forlorn Temple until any percent. No spoilers. Catacombs is a level all about cycles. All these things that move, like the Crushers, begin moving as soon as Ninja enters the room. Whereas things like enemies will begin animating as soon as they enter Ninja's camera width. Which can be a fine but necessary distinction. Now, dropping in for a handy little spike boost rather than getting crushed, you can actually go right through spikes as long as you don't mind getting hurt to do so. Very handy double shard grab, just not even touching the ground for hardly a moment. A very clean middle way. This was recently found in the community, I believe by Belial, who discovered that we don't have to go up the right side to grab that lantern. It's a little faster to go up the left and have quick work on the walls. Now, yabba dabba donk. No. We're going for the infamous badonk donk skip, unfortunately hitting jump a little bit late. The trigger volume for this cutscene is just short enough that you can jump over it with a well-timed cloud step. Otherwise, making very fast work of these 3 whiz ropes. We are going to be moving right on. Taking 1 damage is okay, as you only need 4 HP to execute this damage boost through the spike pit. And we have a checkpoint right on the other side. Now you may have noticed earlier that each time we hit a checkpoint, we automatically get refilled back to 3 HP, which can be quite handy. Not enough to survive collision with spikes, but enough to get smacked around on the way there. Really fine movement just to call out there on the wall climbing. We actually lose speed when changing directions mid-air. And this applies to wall climbing as well. If you're just holding right and jumping against a wall or holding forward, you will go slower than if you were to release forward toward the apex of that climb and then, you know, choosing forward once you're mid-air. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's called kick boosting, and it is a minor time save, which applied everywhere in the run means it is a massive time save. Now everybody say hi Ruxton, and maybe a hi spooky staff for our unnamed friend in the staff. They're going to throw some bad attacks at us, and getting lucky on the coin flip, Ruxton is spawned high on the platform as opposed to low, where we saw them originally. This is going to save about 8 seconds, as it allows us to kill Ruxton before he does any teleporting nonsense, using the fire rain itself to get up into sort of an unintentional place. A fun fact about the game dev aspect here, that platform was really only put in, I believe, because it would have looked weird for Ruxton to be levitating there. And then, of course, us stinky speedrunners had to go and get up there and flap him. Heading on into a beautiful place where the mood is light and the sun is bright, Bamboo Creek. There's a song about Chinese food that goes with this song, this level, but I will not be singing it today. I'm recovering from a cold. So, looking forward to excellent movement, some nice water mechanics. As you can tell from the lines in the water, it will either accelerate you or decelerate you depending on whether you're going with or against the current. Pretty standard stuff, but very useful to keep an eye on. Very clean little kick as leaving the platform. In that coyote jump space, Ninja getting a wall kick to set up for that back boost on the Kappa. You love to see stuff like that. A really nice slash reset there to land earlier. This is the kind of frame-hungry behavior that was discussed in the description, and it's truly one of the things that makes this run exhilarating, both as a viewer and a runner. Coming up on a very large and infamous room, BC11. This has claimed many runners' personal free time as we grind away for the finest movement in this room. There have been many skips and many iterations of the skips. Kuningas himself originally contributing to the first iteration, the N2 skip. Unfortunately missing the G2 that involves a sweet wall wrap. And going for one of the many backups. You never give up, there it is. There is the double jump into a wall kick, a one-tile kick, which allows us to get up and skip a lengthy elevator portion in the lower quadrant of the room that we didn't even have to see there. Not quite out of the woods yet. This is one of those rooms you really like to have second wind in case you happen to hit Kappa. Just one fireball means you die. And this is the room I like to call the jump program. Nobody makes it on their first go. There's a large elevator you have to wait on if you can't do the incredible clean airwalking that Kuningas is doing with the Cloud Step. Shoutouts to those very clean drops down the waterfall segment, and we are grooving on into the, what is this place? It's the Howling Grotto. See some neat sigils on the walls. This is remnants of a civilization that worshipped wind as the breath of gods. Also somewhat to do with that, Shopkeeper is here again with another free upgrade. It's the wingsuit. We're going to start gliding around. We also got the ability to yeet out of water and the ability to attack while in the wingsuit animation. So while gliding, we can now perform a vertical slash, as well as riding air currents and doing other many aerial awesome ninja-like activities. Nice clean work around the corners there, of course littered with spikes, but having an air brake comes in quite handy. And just very tight movement through this winding system of green caves and rocks. It's nice level design that you feel sort of confined in this space. And it goes in with the sort of flow we've been experiencing. You'll get sort of an upgrade and then a level to play with it. And you guess what we call this room? That's right, it's the Donkey Kong room. No DK skip this time, as the damage boosts and everything approaching must be very clean.
It's okay.
It's okay. Shoutouts to our friend, the homie in red, Quarble. He's gonna save us with a magical ring that reverses time, but of course we still feel every excruciating detail of that encounter. And Quarble is going to follow us for a while, about 90 seconds, minus 1 second per shard collected. Thank you, Quarble. Also, respect for going for that boost, that's crazy. Quick use of 2 shuriken to wound that turtle. The turtles have 3 HP. If you do 2 damage to them, then the next hit will kill them. And since they die, there's nothing there to resist, meaning you can slash right through them like butter, no resistance. In this case, Kuning is opting to front boost the turtle, use second wind to negate the damage took from the turtle, and then immediately launch into a back boost for the legendary double boost. Well done. Some very nice bounces on the way through the F that guy slash, and we are jumping and grooving onto the first and only water yeet of this category. There it is. Dang, that's fast. If only there was more water we swam in. Seeing great detail of what we lovingly refer to as Sticky Ninja in this level, perhaps more than many others. Ninja loves to cling to walls, and as a fun fact that you will find out later in the game, I should just, no spoilers. No spoilers, canonically, why are Ninja's climbing claws sticky? You can get a nice back boost from the wizards as well, as they have 1 layer of mana shield, and then while stunned, they have 1 HP after that. So the first hit is a boost. Don't you hate it when you walk into a spooky room and then a giant golem emerges from the shadows, ready to fight? Happens to me like every day.
Here we learn how to count to 7.
That's right. That was a phenomenal 7 right there. And the 8th delivered with the shuriken. We really want to maximize the time we spend attacking that core wisp at the top. So 7 to the core, that little smash ball, throw the shuriken, ride the wind tunnel up. That is a clean 2 cycle waiting to happen. Right, there we go. This is the most dangerous boss in this category. Not necessarily the most difficult, but it is the most wily and likes to be random on this pattern. That was a very fast kill, but it was a mean pattern as it forced the kill to happen high enough on the screen that Ninja takes longer getting into position for the cutscene. Wherein we apologize to the golem for smashing up his golem because it was all a misunderstanding. We thought we were under attack. The guy was just digging a mine. It's all good. Golem turned on the wind for us. We're gonna go on our way, but you know, even after showing such grace, it still hurts inside. You know, that golem was special. And here we are in the Quilshu Marsh, a horrifying and cursed land full of fungi and quicksand. So try not to get stuck in the muck as we navigate to the right.
Yeah, the peanut butter is really sticky here.
Shoutouts to Peanut Butter Boost. Very nice. No contact with the peanut butter at the start of this room. Now we are just holding right, and shoutouts to this room. It's the longest room horizontally in the game. It has 2 checkpoints in 1 room, and you can move through it optimally without releasing right, at least for more than a frame or 2. That used to be more true until we found out about turtle boosts. Last Kappa on the way, being very stinky, but with some neat and recovery motions, we're able to move right through, get a clean boost on Bony Hawk, and proceed on through, moving and grooving. Love that double slash on the lantern. That's an important jump. That's the same motion for the very last jump in this category before the Arcane Golem, so we'll see it again. Excellent use of the shuriken to open the door.
I think that specific bird back in the room was the only part where I used the welfare wingsuit.
Oh yeah, I missed it. The commentary on that. That's if you're just to extend the sword in front of you, go into the wingsuit glide, and then let the sword run into the enemy. You'll actually get a small bounce, as anything you collide while in the wingsuit state will bounce you a little bit. Very nice, cutting the grass and opening the door at once. Get a nice little boost on that first block, because yes, even the blocks can get boosted. Is there anything this man can't boost? Quick miss on the switch there, it's alright, still moving. And you have to watch out not to ride that platform too long, it will crush you as it goes all the way up to the left if you're standing. This here is the bully room, or the bully zone rather, as you have to get bullied by the boo ring to get through. There is a method to get through with only 1 damage boost, and Kuni almost had it, but it is almost frame perfect. It's very, very quick. Very nice corners, wrapping through. Getting very little time on this quicksand allows you to ride those platforms as long as possible, which gave them enough speed to make it to the right side of that crusher. Very risky spike, or strat, as one side has spikes on it, and the other side will just squish you. Very nice Kulshram. Coming into the son of a beautiful cheese. Who is this? This is the Queen of Quills, the Cursed Monk. We have to slap her around and get quill spun, and then follow her up to a ring where we can then knock her down again, evading a nastier pattern where we have to use some wall axes to ascend.
Oh wow.
This ended up being a very fast kill. Her going down on the right for the second pattern is a 50-50, and very lucky as that saves at least 2 seconds of just horizontal walking. Very fast kill from the door. That is a very nice queen.
Also, quick note that if you don't take any deaths up until this point, then you finish the fight, you don't have a lot of text box here, so you can save quite some time.
It's true. Something for you Steam achievement enjoyers to look out for.
Oh, true, yeah, there's an achievement for that.
No argument here.
And now we get the most notorious upgrade of the game. It's
the
free.
Cutest shop in all of the town, the dope art. Sorry, grappling hook, the rope dart. Get it wrong anyway. This thing hooks to everything. Enemies, walls, rings, lanterns, you name it. While doing so, it gives you iframes. It allows for greater DPS. And it just makes you plain fast. That's not even an exhaustive list. What else are we going to see? Are we going to see some teleports? Are we going to see any leashing? Truly the most dynamic tool on the whole block. The rope dart is a major game changer. Something that I personally regret having for so much of the 8-bit category because it breaks my wrists. With this insane tech, that's what we call rope dart climbing, allowing you to just fly up the wall by using the rope dart to immediately cancel out each jump away from the wall, getting right back up and right back ascending. That was absolutely clean movement through a ceiling skip, right along the kappa, and just zooming. Living true to our motto of rope dart everything. Yes, I agree. Every speed game needs a very fast dash mechanic. Imagine if the rope dart could be aimed diagonally like in Celeste, and nope, let's don't. That right there was not a splice, that was a teleport. Kuni actually aimed at a Poursuivant Piquant, which was underground, which forced them to take damage from the spikes. Hello to Kolos and Seuses. Put their name together for a surprise. There's two brothers that want to do a workout routine with us because we've been spending a lot of time indoors, and it's important to move your body and get your blood flowing. So this guy Seuss's, he's the green guy, and you can only attack him from the front because he's leg day. He got really strong legs, iron legs from the back. Kolos not so much, strong abs, weak legs. You can attack this guy from the back, but not the front. Using the rope dart to move through him without taking damage here is essential to quickly killing this boss, and that was pretty friendly patterns there. That was a pretty quick two brothers.
So don't get it twisted. That boss is actually extremely difficult. It's just the rope that gives me iframes every time I use it. Usually you would need to dodge away from the rock, run away from the bosses and everything, but it's just speedrun, It's way harder than it looks.
Well said.
Shovel, please.
Shovel, please, in chat. Get your dance emotes out. This is the frostiest level in the whole game, with this killer soundtrack to boot. We are just going to be flying up these cliffs, rope darting everything, and slashing everything on the way. And nice and steady, and another ceiling skip strat, just cruising up, taking out the Roche Crusader. And we up Shuriken Hansan. Using the Shuriken there actually raises Ninja's height a pixel or so, just enough to reach the rope dart into the top corner. Now, a rope dart that hits a corner where Ninja does not grab the wall afterward, that's called a Hansan, named after the runner who established using that tech and being dang fast with it. Flying and grooving right on through. Movement in this level is just incredible. It takes everything that we've learned before and gives us the final test and really our freedom as a player. This is the point in the game that you start to feel like a truly badass ninja flying through the levels. You know what the game wants of you and have begun to speak its language, and there's still so many secrets in store. This guy, we don't know who this guy is. We saw him before in Bamboo Creek. Zoom through him again in Glacial. Maybe we'll deal with them again later.
Also, there's one thing we haven't talked about is neutral wall jump.
Ah, yeah. The kick boost. That's no holding forward. Top right there at the top of the ice. Very clean movement to crest the wall as fast as possible. Each one only saving what, like 1.1.2 seconds? But those are huge numbers. Those are real quantifiable numbers that repeating enough times over the run saves, I would say, what, 20 seconds?
Something like that, yeah. Lots of time. So there's a lot different movement tech we use in the run. You can't see everything because it all comes down to grinding the game, right? But overall it saves like definitely minutes.
Absolutely. I love the very nostalgic scene here for Chrono Trigger fans. The movement in this game and seeing Kuningas execute the movement is what got me into playing the Messenger, as I said before. I'd already tried it out before, decided this game felt nice and I wanted more of it, but then seeing speedrunners on Twitch really doing it justice made it look intoxicating, and it is. So coming into the Tower of Time, the Tower of Tricks, Tower of Time Save, Tower of Tears, whatever you love to call it. This is a blue and pink and beautiful level with ninjas and lasers and wizards and stuff. And we are going for the Hail Mary, very death-defying strat, taking all of the damage possible, not a point more, not a point less, to get through all 4 lasers. Saves what, 3 or 4 seconds? Everything in this game is about 8 seconds. Excellent usage of minus dart there.
Oh no.
To the wizard before it's too late.
That is spooky. I might
Just
die
rope
here.
dart.
Yeah, that was out of my control here.
Dirty snipe. So sometimes our Wizrope friends, they like to play mean, but there's a checkpoint really close. It's okay. All it takes is patience and knowing your moment to strike. It's not going before you get hit by the 1 HP bullet and walking into the 4 HP lasers. Did I mention that lasers do 4 HP? They hurt.
Quick cycle skip.
Very nice. Getting the clean levy special entry. And then the Kuni 1 cycle. The original. Very nice use of the boost getting through. I haven't seen that block slab before. That's really cool.
Yeah, I saw it by Belial. That was the first time I've tried it. Kind of crazy work. Saw it by Belial. And
hitting the blocks
Discord.
to the ground. That's cool.
You can do that shit in the both of them.
Can it boost? So this is what happens.
Yeah, it can, yeah.
We'll see something that somebody's running. We like to watch a lot of first-time playthroughs as well, and see some weird movement happen, and then explore it until it doesn't make sense anymore. Very nice. Quick Hansan exiting the crystal for a nice, clean, damageless descent. Going to another fun crystal teleporty room. This is my least favorite level in Tower. A lot of things can go wrong, including still hugging the wall when you go through the crystals, and any glitch in your movement can end up eating saws, which doesn't feel great.
Okay, 2 of the craziest rooms.
Wow! Oh, I haven't seen a good Oho Stay Black in a while. That was really nice. That's a treat. Using the rope dart off of the swinging platform on the entrance. Coming into another room where Kuningas has found awesome tech, the Kuni Crystal Abuse. That is the ability to slash this crystal through the wall. This will save about 6 seconds. That ends up skipping 2 of those time waster cells. Very nice slash resets when Ninja is landing on these new platforms, and just blip, blip, blip right up to the top. There's that jump again from Quillshroom. It's come back. There it is, my favorite jump. And we are going into Arcane Sigma himself, the Timekeeper, the Arcane Golem. Give it up for the blue robes. They're doing the thing. They're summoning a badass time mech. Isn't that a beautiful work of pixel art? Getting a very nice grandiose kick off of the right hand for faster entry. We're just going to get on his face and, yep, rope dart everything. Using a nice rhythm of the 2C special. Delivering primo DPS to the boss's face directly while evading most damage in this fight. Sometimes you get clapped away. That's time. Sorry, lost in tangent. Sometimes the boss is a jerk and claps before the end, but he's just enthusiastic. It's such a great game, and what a great run by Kuningas. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you as well. Thank you for the great commentary. But hey, 32:16 with 2 deaths and RTA time is really, really good. I think that could have been a world record in 2019, eh? But yeah, unfortunately, this game is now 4 years old. It's kind of crazy how time flies, because it feels like this game came out like last year, but it's actually been 4 years. And I think, was it in 2019 that this game won the Game Award?
Best debut indie game of 2018, but I think the rewards were held in 2019, I think.
Yeah, that was a banger. That was a banger.
Came out
year.
August 30th, 2018. What a good day for gaming.
But yeah, that's the messenger for you. So this is why this category is specifically called 8-bit, because up until this point, the game is in 8-bit, and once you do this jump, something happens. Spoilers, by the way.
Is that Raiden?
Wow, that's a cool hat, eh? But yeah, from this point on forward, the game changes between 8-bit and 16-bit, and there are quite a few surprises in the way. But yeah, this is the messenger. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a really nice linear platformer, and if you're interested in running the game, you can always join the Discord. We have lots of fantastic runners active right now. There's also a tournament going on at GG Speedruns, GG_speedruns on Twitch. So it was a 32-player bracket, double elimination, and we're basically near the end. So if you want to see some stellar gameplay of the Messenger, you're always welcome to join. We should have some matches later today in like 10 hours or so. But yeah, thanks again, Kyle, for commentating for me, and thank you, Dave, for having such a nice marathon. Thanks for having us. And do you have anything else to commentate, Kyle?
Oh, just thank you so much, Dave, for holding the marathon. It's for a great cause, striking cancer out. I love to hear that. Just lost my uncle like this month, and not real happy with cancer. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the shout outs, and yeah, I hope you all have an awesome rest of the evening. Don't forget, there is one more game, as I believe Link to the Past.
That is true.
You'll hear more about that from our host. No more from me. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Alright guys, see ya. Bye bye.